Yeah. He was. I call him a sociopath. I mean, I think that he wants to win no matter what. He was willing to do whatever it takes to win. He didn't care who he stepped on.
Denzel Washington just humiliated Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds for everyone to see. And trust me, it was a moment so icy, it left Hollywood shook.
Have you read the things he said about you?
No.
He said working with Denzel was a sort of a lifetime dream, and he said you're just about the best actor going. And the problem that brought for him working with you was that sometimes when he was in a scene, he would forget to act, and he would sit there and be watching you acting.
Oh, is that what it was?
He would. I just thought he was terrible.
From Denzel roasting Ryan on live TV to Blake's A-list glow fading fast, this power couple's drama is spiraling, and I've got all the juicy details. Picture this. It's 2012, and Ryan Reynolds is out here living his best life, gushing over Denzel Washington like a total fanboy while they promote Safe House. Ryan couldn't stop raving in interviews, calling it a dream come true, praising Denzel's passion, his discipline, how he's basically the GOAT of acting.
We're promoting Safe House.
What about Denzel Washington? Working with such a veteran actor, did you learn anything? What was the takeaway from working with him?
You learn so much working with a guy like him. I mean, not only is he a pleasure to work with, and just to see that somebody can be that passionate about what they do, and they've been doing it for this long, but you just see how discipline really kind of wins the day, and that's what he brings.
I mean, the guy was obsessed, practically begging for a gold star from his idol. But Denzel, oh, he wasn't feeling it. Not even a little. There's this story from set where Ryan accidentally clocked Denzel in the face during a fight scene, giving him his first ever black eye. Denzel laughed it off at the time, but you can bet that didn't score Ryan any points.
Just whipping backwards as I was reaching forward. And pow! First black eye I've ever had in my life.
And I remember they called cut, and I looked back, and oh man, he had a shiner this big, and I just thought, wow, this is the end of me. This is the moment that Denzel Washington turns me into a liquid.
Fast forward to the real humiliation. It went down on the Jonathan Ross show. Ryan's out there singing Denzel's praises again, saying how he'd forget to act because he was too busy watching the legend work. And Denzel, cool as ever, just leans back and goes, "Oh, is that what it was? I just thought he was terrible." The shade was so thick you could hear the room gasp.
Have you read the things he said about you?
No.
He said working with Denzel was a sort of a lifetime dream, and he said you're just about the best actor going. And the problem that brought for him working with you was that sometimes when he was in a scene, he would forget to act, and he would sit there and be watching you acting.
Oh, is that what it was?
He would. I just thought he was terrible.
Tom Hardy and Keira Knightley didn't know where to look. But listen to this. Denzel didn't stop there. This wasn't some one-off jab. In another interview, when the host asked about working with Ryan, Denzel just paused, smiled awkwardly, said nothing. You know that Hollywood rule where everyone fakes nice? Denzel couldn't even muster it. Compare that to how he glows talking about Viola Davis or Chadwick Boseman. He's all warmth and respect. With Ryan, it's crickets. That tells you everything. Was he joking? Maybe. But this feels like a pattern, and it's not a good look for Ryan. Denzel Washington doesn't just humiliate you for fun. He's got a reason. And what happened next would only make things messier for Ryan in Hollywood's eyes.
Yeah. He was. I call him a sociopath. I mean, I think that he wants to win no matter what. He was willing to do whatever it takes to win. He didn't care who he stepped on.
Let me tell you, Ryan Reynolds might be the king of sarcasm and Deadpool charm, but Hollywood's elite? They're not buying it. Sure, he's got that witty vibe, the quick one-liners, and a bank account that screams success, but respect? That's a different story. Take Quentin Tarantino, the guy who lives and breathes movies. When someone asked him about Ryan's films, he didn't just shrug. He basically said they don't even count. Called them hypothetical, like they're not real cinema, just some Marvel-adjacent cash grab that fades from memory.
Part of the Marvelization of Hollywood is, it's the, you have all these actors who have become famous playing these parts, characters, but they're not movie stars.
Ouch. And Quentin's not wrong. Ryan's movies make millions, but do they stick in the zeitgeist? Not really. Then there's the Deadpool 2 mess. The first film was a hit, and the sequel was supposed to top it.
Really weird moment on Deadpool where he said, let's do one more take. And everyone was like, okay. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then as the character, he was like horrifically mean to me.
But the original director, Tim Miller, walked away. Why? Ryan wanted control, too much control. Reports say they butted heads so hard over creative choices that Tim just said, "I'm out." That's not a small thing. Directors don't ditch a franchise like that unless it's bad. It gets worse. Gerard Butler, Mr. This is Sparta, got asked to compare his 2009 flick Gamer to Ryan's Free Guy. He could have dodged it, but nah, he went in. Laughed it off like Ryan's action comedy shtick isn't even worth mentioning. Hollywood's dropping hints left and right. Ryan's great at what he does. Comedy, action, a little rom-com flair. But when it comes to serious, Oscar-worthy projects, they keep him at arm's length. Sure, he's a business genius, Mint Mobile, Aviation Gin, even a soccer team, but that doesn't mean the industry's dying to work with him. Denzel Washington humiliated him on air, and now these big names are piling on. But that wasn't the whole story. Blake Lively's got her own Hollywood storm brewing, and it's about to get wild.
At least I won't have to watch the next episode of The Serena Show.
You know, I was coming here to invite you to hang out with us.
Oh, how generous, Serena! I should feel so
Trying to play it really cool the whole time.
Did you play it cool or did you?
I tried.
Blake Lively used to be Hollywood's golden girl. Bubbly, glamorous, the gossip girl queen we all envied. But lately, her shine's dimming, and it's not pretty. Let's start with Gossip Girl. On screen, she and Leighton Meester were BFFs, Serena and Blair, the ultimate duo. Off screen, total silence. Reports say they barely spoke, avoided each other on set, and the cast had to pick sides. Leighton's out here now, married, dropping music, living her best low-key life, while Blake's picking projects like The Making of, a love triangle about a failing flower shop. Random much? Then there's the Kate Middleton fiasco. Last year, Kate's Photoshop fail blew up online, and Blake thought, perfect time to plug my brand. She posted a jokey jab, and the internet lost it. Not in a good way. She deleted it fast, but the damage was done. Even her fashion icon status is slipping. Stars like Zendaya and Anne Hathaway stole the show at a Bulgari event, while Blake just faded into the background. But listen to this, her big comeback, It Ends With Us, is a disaster. Fans freaked when she was cast as Lily Bloom. Mid-30s Blake playing a 20-something fresh grad? Didn't add up. Then those leaked photos hit. An orange wig so bad it trended on Twitter as a discount Wendy's mascot. Her co-star Brandon Sklenar got asked about her and just dodged it, mumbling about the movie's purpose instead of one nice word. That's a red flag. And the director, Justin Baldoni? He bailed on the sequel out of nowhere. Directors don't do that unless something's seriously off. Lawsuits are flying now too. Blake's Hollywood cred is crumbling, and what's coming next might just seal the deal for her and Ryan both.
I am more than willing to take every single text message that exists out there, lay them out, put them on a website for the world to see, have them see the truth and determine the truth for themselves.
So are Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds still Hollywood's power couple, or is their time up? Let's break it down. Ryan's Deadpool empire is huge, no doubt. He's got that sarcastic charm locked down, but outside that bubble, the industry's cooling off fast. Denzel Washington humiliated him on TV, barely acknowledging his existence. Quentin Tarantino dismissed his movies as forgettable. Gerard Butler laughed off comparisons to his own work. Ryan's not on anyone's must-work-with list for prestige films. He's a money machine, not a respected name. Big directors and co-stars aren't exactly lining up, and that's a problem when you're supposed to be A-list. He's lost that Hollywood darling vibe, and it's showing. It gets crazier. Blake's fall is even steeper. The Gossip Girl drama with Leighton, the Kate Middleton flop, the It Ends With Us chaos, it's piling up. Her own co-star wouldn't vouch for her, and the director ditched the sequel amid lawsuits. She's clinging to her old status, but Hollywood's moving on. People aren't just stepping back, they're running. Together, Blake and Ryan's A-list glow isn't fading slowly, it's crashing hard. The industry's distancing itself, and it feels like a blacklist might be in play. Are they done? Maybe not canceled, but definitely not untouchable anymore. And what happened next would shock everyone. Let's wrap this up with a bang. Here's the deal. Denzel Washington humiliated Ryan Reynolds in front of everyone, exposing a rift that Hollywood's been whispering about for years. Blake Lively's dramas, Gossip Girl feuds, bad wigs, and co-star shade are dragging her down faster than you can say Serena. This power couple's grip is slipping, and the industry's not hiding it. From Denzel's icy roast to Blake's fading star, it's a wild ride. And it's got me wondering, is this the end of their reign or just a rough patch? Let me know what you think. Was Denzel's jab playful or dead serious? Is Hollywood really done with Blake and Ryan? Drop your thoughts below and hang on. Our next video is exposing more celebrity bombshells you won't believe.